If you want to talk about an action happening at this exact moment, English uses a structure that maps perfectly to the Portuguese estou falando. We call it the present continuous. To build a sentence, start with the subject, add the verb to be, and finish with the action verb ending in ing. Many learners translate directly and say, I working. But in English, you cannot skip the verb to be. This word is mandatory. Without it, the action verb alone doesn't have the context it needs. The helper verb is the required anger for continuous time. When native English speakers use this structure, they rarely pronounce the first two pieces as separate words. Instead, they squeeze them into contractions. I am becomes I'm, and you are becomes you're. Also pay attention to the ending. Be careful not to push a heavy g sound on the ing. It sounds like walking, not walking g. For most verbs, you just take the base word and attach ing to the end. Study easily becomes studying. The first major exception is for verbs ending in the letter e. Here, you drop the e completely before adding the suffix, so take becomes taking. The second exception involves short verbs ending in a consonant, a vowel, and a consonant. When you see this exact pattern, you double the final letter. Sit gets a second T and becomes sitting. Let's test this out. Pause the video and try to spell the ing forms for these three verbs: cook, write, and run. Let's see your results. Cook follows the normal rule, becoming cooking. Write ends in an E, so we drop it for writing. And run follows the consonant-vowel-consonant pattern, so we double the N for running. Mastering these three specific patterns handles the spelling for almost every continuous action you will need to describe. Now, what if the action isn't happening? To make a negative statement, insert the word not directly after the verb to be. You are learning shifts to you are not learning. To ask a question, the entire structure moves. The verb to be jumps over the subject to the very front. You are learning flips to are you learning? In Portuguese, you can often turn a statement into a question just by raising your pitch at the end. In English, keeping the statement order and just changing your tone is grammatically incorrect. English relies on specific word order to signal a question. Moving the verb to the front tells the listener what to expect long before you finish your sentence. Let's apply this to a real conversation. Imagine Steve is in the kitchen cooking at 2 in the morning, and his mother catches him. When his mom asks what's happening, she uses that inversion rule. She asks, "What are you doing?" Steve answers with a positive statement, applying both a contraction and a spelling rule, "I'm making pizza." This chart shows the complete system. You can see the positive, negative, and question formulas on the left, alongside the 3 spelling rules on the right. Take a screenshot of this. Now for your practice. A great way to master this is to mentally narrate your day. Using the materials from our lesson, you might look at this man and think, he is eating breakfast. Or looking at this woman sweeping later in the day, she is cleaning the house. Translating these immediate, real-world actions into English in your head will quickly train your brain to use the present continuous automatically.